Look at us in our denim. We're so cute.
Hi guys, welcome to our living room. I'm Tia.
I'm Chanel.
And I'm Soso. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And today, I'm just gonna share with you guys our genuine chats in our living room.
Yep.
But first, we're gonna start off by just sharing a little bit about ourselves. So, what is a pet peeve of you guys?
I was not ready. I don't know. I don't think I have like a pet peeve. I don't know if there's something that I'm like,
You're just such a patient person.
that just like rubs me
Everything
off.
goes for you.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
I would say everything. And like no one does anything where I'm like, it's just like if that just annoyed me, I don't think like it's a thing that forever annoys me. I don't know.
But it doesn't have, like, a pet peeve doesn't have to forever annoy you.
It's just something I can't stand.
Yeah, something that just bothers you when someone does it.
Like, I don't know if it's a pet peeve, but people who don't, like, if you're not hardworking, like,
Yeah. That's
I
it.
don't-
Without work ethic.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
It's good.
I just have to have lots of conversations with you.
You're like, no, not today.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What about you?
Mine's mouth sounds. That will forever annoy me. Like it'll be like it's not there's no negotiation. It's a no-go. Like as soon as it's like I'm out.
Mine would be people wasting my time.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is a pet peeve of mine.
She said people wasted my time. Love it.
Don't waste my time. So we are all believers in Christ, but we were not always believers. I heard someone say the other day, they were just talking about their life before Christ. And so I wanted just to ask, like, what was your come to Jesus moment?
Do you want to go first? I didn't really have I have had obviously a come to Jesus moment, but it was.
I'll take over that.
So let me start again. I just panicked because there's no cameras, and I'm like, okay, we can cut that out. No, so mine is I hadn't really grown. I don't come from a Christian home, so we grew up Christian values and Christian morals. So grew up well, but not necessarily a Christian home. And a friend the one day was just like, hey, come to church, the music is good. And I was like, I like good music. I'll go for good music. And then I went and realized that there was something that was missing that I'd always kind of known, but never realized how to fill it. I thought it was the music, it wasn't. I also thought it might have been the cute boys, it also wasn't. That night I went to church for the good music, encountered God, like gave my life to Him, and then did that. I was 13 and did it probably about 10 weeks straight because I kept messing up and not realizing that
There was forgiveness.
that forgiveness covers everything. So I thought I had to keep doing it until somebody pulled me aside. Her name was actually Stephanie. Shout out Stephanie. She had glasses and pigtails and she was a sweetheart. And she was like, you don't have to do this every week. And I was like, what? No way.
delivered you.
Stephanie delivered me. She found me in my place of desperation and was like, you can just do this once. And then I pretty much just never left. It probably took transformation, probably took about 10 years, if I'm honest. And actually getting to a point where I was like, cool, I can see my life transforming. My life actually transforming. But that was sort of the moment. It was, went to church for good music and then left.
Shout out to friends who invite other friends to church.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shout out.
Massive shout out.
Massive shout out.
But facts, so my story is like that when my friend invited me to church. we were in high school together, and then we're all just like partying, whatever. Then this one girl just annoyed me. I was like, this girl just works on my last nerve. If there's a nerve, she's on it, working on it, just annoying me.
What was she doing like that?
I don't know, just her presence in the room was just annoying, to be honest. Then it was like, okay, then she started becoming my friend.
Cut to the beginning. I don't have any pet peeves.
I don't think I have like a pet peeve. She was not a pet peeve, she was just like,
She was the whole pet peeve.
She was a pet peeve, yeah.
But yes, she was like very annoying. And then she slowly started becoming my friend, but I was like, I don't like talking to her. But it was like, every time I would speak, we had a great conversation. I'm like, I can't maintain my dislike of her after having such a great conversation with her. Then like it became this journey of her trying to invite me to church, and I was like, I don't do church, don't do that stuff. And then it was like probably a year and a half later, then she was like, when I come to a school conference, it's like full of work people, whatever. And back in that day I was into work things. So I was like, of course, when there's work people, there I should be.
There I shall be.
How are they having a work conference without me? I need to be there in the room. Anyway, we went. Turns out it was at church and was Encounter Conference.
Shout out to friends who have another agenda.
Come on!
Yeah.
Facts. So got there and I was like, cool, this is very new, interesting, wild, awesome, very dark. And
lighting, not in the present.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
very dark. Wait, what church did you go to? Hillsong.
Oh no. I mean, like dark in the room.
In the lighting.
Yeah. Because I had like you know, like proper lighting.
Vibes.
Vibes, all the vibes. So yeah, and then at the end of that service, I don't know, it was as if like, do you know when it was actually like an out of body experience. I can't fully say like, I remember what was being said or this. It was just like a part of me that was maybe dormant just came alive, and it was like, and I was like, I'm shaking and I'm crying and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but I need to respond to whatever's happening in this room. And then I remember the pastor at the time then made like an altar call and asked people to come to the front. I was like, I need to get to the front, sorry people,
Pushing my way
because like, I don't know what's happening over here. Then I went to the front and I just cried lots of tears, and I think that's when I became like a Christian. And then after that it was like walking a journey with God. Of waking that moment. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The Jesus moment is actually, I don't know, it seems like it would be deep. It was not necessarily a moment, but it was just a reoccurring thing of rejection in my life. And there was something that made me realize, it's like, what's going on here? And now I can recognize it. At the time I didn't recognize that the rejection was actually God's protection, but
Rosa,
very good.
Rejection was God's protection. Quote Tiana Heyman.
But yeah, it was in that, and actually the final straw was when it happened with a best friend of mine. And then in that, I was just like, it was just like a step back moment to reevaluate like life in general. And then in that is when I felt God's love the most. And then it made me realize I never want, because in the rejection, it was almost like I felt lost or empty. And I was like, I never want to replace God's love with anyone else's, because it's immeasurable. And so from then on, it was like, no, I'm not doing this. And that was pretty much what I Jesus.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for our living room chat. If there's anything in particular that you guys would like to hear next time, let us know. Let us know. Comment if you like what we were talking about. See y'all later.